What's up, online shoppers? If getting your shoes on and off is a difficulty for you because it's hard to crouch or bend down, I just might have a solution for you. Shoehorn Duo with the long-handled carbon steel shoe horn and this much smaller one, which is great for travel. These were gifted to me by the brand in exchange for a review, and I've been using them for a little while, and I'll tell you why I was super interested in them. For one, my parents are getting older, and I know my dad does not like to bend over to tie his shoes. So something like this is absolutely ideal. I love having this one around so that when he comes over, he can just use this to help get his shoes on at the end of the night. This is definitely a shoehorn that you can use without having to crouch over or without having to awkwardly bend to put your shoes on. And I love that it has this really nice faux leather handle. Really high quality construction. You can see the stitching along the sides here, and you can see the full length of this carbon steel. Definitely, if you were using this while you were sitting in a chair, you wouldn't have to bend over to get this to slip into the back of your shoe. Now, the last time my dad came over, I ran over and gave him this to take his shoes off, and honestly, it was a game changer. Now, the other thing is, I love slipping my shoes on without tying them. I know, call me lazy if you will, but I just love slipping my shoes on because then I don't have to bend to tie them. If we're going to talk a little bit about these, definitely sturdy. It's not too heavy, but it definitely is not something that I can flex or bend. It's going to maintain its shape, and that is pretty awesome. And as well, the grip on the top here is really comfortable. It has a little bit of padding to it with this really nice polyurethane leather handle. In case you're wondering, the full length of this is 16.5 inches long. And I do want to give a little bit of love to this awesome little one. Now, this is essentially travel size. It's really nice and small. It's small enough to fit in my purse, which means I can take it with me so that when I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to tie my shoes, I can just put this in the back and I don't have to worry about breaking down the back of my running shoes. Okay, so what's it like to use? Well, this is where it really shines. With its long handle, you can easily slip your foot into a shoe without bending down at all. I've used it standing up next to the door, also sitting on a bench, and either way, there is no struggle. Just slide it in, glide your foot, and you're done. Super smooth. If you have mobility issues, back pain, or you just don't want to wrestle your shoes every morning, this shoehorn makes that part of your routine so much easier. I also found it super helpful for tighter shoes or anything that has a really stiff heel. And because the tip is curved just right, your shoe doesn't collapse while you're using it. Your foot just glides right in. It even has a little hook at the top so you can hang it by the door or in the closet, which is surprisingly handy. So if you are looking for something that takes the awkwardness and the effort out of getting your shoes on in the morning or in the evening, you might want to check out this Duo from ZOMAKE. It's small, but it's definitely a smart upgrade for your getting dressed and getting ready to go out routine. It's especially great for older adults and people who have any mobility issues that might prevent them from smoothly, comfortably bending down to tie their shoes. Or if you're somebody like me and you just get a little lazy sometimes and you'd rather just slip your shoes on rather than tying them. I am definitely using mine every day now, and I honestly can't imagine going back to wrestling to try and get my shoes on without these. That's why I love that this one's smaller and travel sized. Overall, I am really impressed with these shoe horns. They're pretty awesome, and they are now a family favorite at my house.